everyone! So I have a new background today for my TMI Tuesday video. I hope you like it. I thought it would kind of add some texture to this video, and if you do like it, let me know. If you don't, then too bad, because I like it. So anyway, today's TMI Tuesday video, I first wanted to start off talking about something that kind of was important to me, and what I wanted to share with you guys is, I don't know if you've heard of the world's greatest shave, but it is essentially a foundation for raising money for leukemia. And my friend Meg, who is, I believe, 14, her pop passed away a couple years ago, and she decided that that was a really important foundation for her to try and raise money for. So she shaved her head and raised over $2,000 last year, and so she wanted to continue doing it this year, but she didn't have very much hair to shave, so she decided to dye it like a really cool, crazy color, and she's trying to get donations and support so that all that money can be raised for leukemia. So I'm going to post all of her links below for the world's greatest shave. It's like a totally legit foundation. If you guys do want to support Meg, or you know somebody who might want to support her, either share this link or go to it and donate yourself. I think that it is a great cause and it would really mean a lot to her. So now I'm going to start into the TMI Tuesday questions. Because Alex Ken asks, does everyone call me Karissa or do I have a nickname? Well, my family calls me Sasa, and I kind of talked about this in a previous video. I couldn't pronounce my name as a kid, so I gave myself a new one, which was Sasa. And that's pretty much it. Some of my friends call me by my last name, which is Pukas, and they'll call me Pook or K-Pook, but usually it's just Karissa. Cappuccino and Boys asks, where do you see yourself in about 5 years? In 5 years, I will be 24. Holy cow, I'm going to be an old woman. I hope to be working in kind of the fashion or entertainment niche, I guess, that whole world. I'd like to continue doing what I'm doing on YouTube. Maybe I will have gone to school again. I don't really know. I do kind of more one-year plans at this stage of my life, because, I mean, I'm living in Australia right now, and I have no idea if I'm going to be continuing to live here in the next even 6 months, let alone... Well, yeah, I'll pretty much be here until June, but I mean like the next 8 months to a year, I don't know where I'm going to be. So it's kind of hard for me to do a 5-year plan when I have no clue where I'm going to be in that amount of time. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Ninja Pac-Man 9 on Twitter asks, what's my favorite clothing brand? It's kind of hard because I like certain things for certain things. Because that made sense. I like things like Supra and Forever 21 for cheap basics. Like this shirt I got for $10 at Supra, and it's such a cute color, and I think it's a great little basic tank top. But I love BCBG Max Azaria for those bandage skirts, and I love their dresses, and I love Windsor Store for how many cute dresses they have on there. And I don't know, I guess I have a lot of favorite brands for different items. But We Gamble with Desire asks, on Tumblr, sorry, you guys are like, who is this? She asks, when was my first concert? Who did I see? My first concert was, officially my first concert, I believe, was Avril Lavigne, and it was in Kelowna, and it was back in her skater boy days, and she had the full punk rock hair and clothes and ripped jeans and a tie. Remember the tie? It was so funny. But she was pretty good, and Butch Walker opened, and that was a good concert. And my favorite concert that I've been to, Angels and Airwaves, just because it's Angels and Airwaves. I was literally front and center in front of Tom DeLonge, any closer and he would have been on top of me, and it was unbelievable. I had an awesome time at that concert. And you ask, is there any concert in history that I wish that I would have gone to? More than anything, I wish that I'd gone to a Michael Jackson concert. I was a huge fan. He passed away on my graduation day, actually, and that was always my dream, to go to a Michael concert, and so that won't happen, which I'm a little bit upset about. On Twitter, X Special Replay asks, does life really get better once you're out of high school? Yes, it does. I'll rewind that. If you are the queen bitch of your high school, and you're so popular, and you rule the world, and that's the best thing because you have everything the way you want it to be, then no, real life probably won't be as good as high school. But if you're a normal person in high school and you have friends and you do things, and if you're bullied or whatever, I mean, it does get better after high school because there's so much more that you can do, and there's so much more that you can explore, and there's people that you can meet, and you're brave to go and try and expand. Whereas if you're in high school and you're really, really, really comfortable and that's your niche, you might get out of high school and you won't know what to do with yourself. I know girls like that who are still living in my hometown and making $8 an hour and living at their parents' house and kind of puttering along, which, I mean, if that makes them happy, that's great for them. But personally, I think that life does get better once you're out of high school and you become more sure of yourself and you kind of are on a path and you feel like you have a purpose. I think that that's why high school wasn't awesome for me, but my personal opinion, I guess. Liskin asks, what type of bikinis do you think will be in this summer? And what do you think for fashion trends that will be huge this summer? Bathing suits. I really love push-up ones, but I'm a push-up person in every way. I really like the bikinis that like scrunch up your butt. I don't know, Jenna Marbles wore them in her Cancun video, and I'm trying to find a pair. Like, I would love to find a pair. But I think those are really big, and I like white bathing suits on tan skin because it's really pretty. And I still really like the neon trend and like sequins and stuff like that. I think it's really cute. I also think that high-waisted shorts and like really cool floaty gauzy skirts and like cape-like things. I got this really cool cape from Super the other day, actually. Like, it makes me think of that. It's leopard print, and it's kind of like a batwing cape, so like when you stand up, like this part is all attached underneath, and it's a cape. It's awesome. I love it. But I think things like that will be in because it's really festival-y, and is festival-y a word? I don't know. Anyway, it's really festival-y, and I think it's comfortable and cute, and it's not too heavy when it's hot, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to make you like be sweltering hot. Sorry guys, I just got cut off. I ran out of space on the camera because I didn't know that Glenn and Mitchell had stolen it to film for the Atlantis YouTube channel. If you guys haven't seen their videos, they're pretty funny. I'll link one of them below, but back to TMI Tuesday. Okay, so I think I got cut off at Rebecca1. You have a skin condition called rosacea, and you're wondering if I could tell you any makeup tricks to cover it up or anything to like work with it. I have no idea. I definitely don't have rosacea, and I don't really know anybody that does, although I did some research online, and apparently there's a rosacea support group.org, and there is like articles and forums on like what makeup's good for that and how to treat it, and I guess just different rosacea type things. And I bet you your doctor will probably know more about like a dermatologist to point you towards or how to fix it. But yeah, I hope you check that out, and I hope that kind of helps, but I'm sorry, I don't really know much about it. Coppertone asks, what are some general differences you've noticed about Australia's way of life and society in comparison to Canada's? And Kizzy Sweets asks, can I do a video about like Australian life versus Canadian life? So many people ask me. It's not really that different. Everybody wants a video on it and like a video on my move here, but I mean, I bought a ticket and I jumped on a plane and I moved here. It's not really that difficult. I mean, to get a visa, you just research it online and you apply for whatever visa works for you. And I mean, if you get in, you get in. If you don't, you don't. But I think most people do get in, especially if you're from a Commonwealth country, which I was from Canada. So yeah, I mean, the way of life here is pretty much the same. Like, I think that driving is a lot better in a way because they have lots of traffic circles and lots of signs, so you always know what you're doing, and the flow just moves faster. And then like everyday life, their electrical outlets have on and off switches. Like, instead of just plugging something in and just it's on, you actually have to plug it in and turn the outlet on. That's different. And like, makeup is really expensive, and people always think that I'm Robin Scherbatsky from How I Met Your Mother because that's the only Canadian that they really associate with. And they think Canada, they think snow. I don't really think that there is like much really different things about life here in Australia. There just really isn't, and I'm sorry if I'm not helpful on that, but I don't find there to be that much of a difference. It's hot at night, but I guess maybe where you're from it could be hot at night too. But where I'm from, it's not necessarily hot at night. It'll be hot during the day, but not hot at night. That's probably the biggest difference that I've noticed, and that's it. Miss Jemmy Bear asks, what was the very first video I uploaded, and how did I get started on YouTube, and how did I advertise myself? The very first video that I uploaded was kind of like a hello YouTube video, I think, and I kind of just like introduced myself. Hi, I'm Karissa, and Angels and Airwaves was playing in the background, Everything's Magic, and I had, I was facing my kitchen. It was in my old apartment, and I don't know, I got really excited to film a video that day, so I did, and I never regretted it. I love YouTube. I think, like I've said this so many times, I think that it's such a cool community and such a cool niche, this beauty world, and you get to meet the best people. So I love it. And to advertise my videos, I didn't really like advertise, I guess. Like sometimes I'd say, hey, check out my videos, but mostly I just go and comment on other people's stuff and just be like, hey, really cool video, I checked it out, and like, don't be that person that just writes, hey, like this generic thing on this video that could have been sent out to anyone and you didn't even watch the video. Like, I actually watched people's videos because I wanted to make friends and I wanted to meet people. So to make a genuine connection with someone and say, hey, I really like your videos, I like this about it, I like this about it, come check out mine, I think you'll like them, they're way more likely to probably check you out. So that was my advertising. And I mean, I do the same on Twitter, like I tweet people, and I didn't make a Facebook group until I had quite a few followers, I think. So I don't really advertise that much on Facebook. I just post my newest video and like random other cool things that I find. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started on YouTube. Natasha XOX asks, you're hoping to visit Australia soon with your family. What are some cool places you should check out? I loved Melbourne. Melbourne. I can't even say it how the Aussies say it. Like a foreigner would say Melbourne and they'd go Melbourne. I can't even say it how they say it, but it's the funniest thing. We, like, with a Canadian or an American accent, you say it totally different to what the Aussies say. Anyway, I love it there. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It's a really cool city. You should definitely check that out. Gold Coast, all the amusement parks are phenomenal. Like, if you think amusement parks are cool in the States, you will love Gold Coast. It is the coolest roller coasters and water parks and rides and everything. I had so much fun up there, and I know that you would too. And I guess just local beaches. Like, locals know where good spots are, so pay attention to that. Don't just go to like Bondi and go there every single day, which, I mean, Bondi is a really cool beach and like there's a lot of history and blah blah blah, but there is some really cool local beaches to wherever you're going to be staying in smaller places that are going to be amazing and so beautiful to check out too. Blonde Vegan Magdalena asks, who are my girl crushes? Right now, I pretty much think about Olivia Wilde all the time because she is just smoking hot. I love her to bits. I think she's a great actress and she's just so painfully beautiful. And I love Candace Swanepoel, if that's how you pronounce her last name, the Victoria's Secret angel, the really, really blonde one. She is beautiful and her lips are just unbelievable. And I love Erin Hetherington. Is that her last name? She's another Victoria's Secret angel, and she's beautiful, just so naturally all-American beauty, gorgeous. And who else am I loving right now? Mia Kunis, or whatever her name is. She's amazing, and she's Ukrainian, and I'm Ukrainian, so it's like, hey, we're Ukrainian. And Sierra Price, she's just gorgeous. She was on the cover of the Playboy magazine that I bought a while ago, the November cover, I think. And there's just so many women that I find absolutely inspirational and gorgeous, and I totally girl crush on, and yeah, those are some of them. And the last question is from Brunette Diary 91 on Twitter, and it was, do I eat healthy the majority of the time, and do I have any tips on how to stop craving bad things? I try and eat as healthy as I can. I mean, obviously I'm not like eating, sorry, I'm itchy, I'm not eating like ridiculously vegan or this healthy regime. I'm not like that at all. I mean, I think I eat a pretty normal diet. I just always watch portion size and I try and do things in moderation. I'm not going to have an enormous dessert and only a little bit of dinner. Like you need to realize you need to fuel your body properly for what you want it to do, and how you want it to look is directly reflected by that. So for like healthy food, I try and eat as many fruits and vegetables as I can in the morning. I know that sounds weird, but like the more you get in the morning and deal with it and don't even think about it for the rest of your day, the easier my day is with not having to think about that. So that's my little tip on how to do that. And then tips on stopping bad cravings. I usually indulge. I'm awful with that. If I have a craving, I'll have a little tiny bit of it and then I'm good. I wouldn't deprive yourself of it or else you're going to binge, and that would suck because you feel really gross after you do that. Before bed for cravings, if I crave something sweet, I'll have a peanut butter and honey toast and sometimes a tea. I don't know, just I guess with your cravings, try and find a substitute that, you know, still will satisfy that craving, but it's not going to be awful for you. Anyway, this is my TMI Tuesday this week. I hope you guys liked it. If you will follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr and Instagram and everything else that I have, I will be really happy because talking to you guys on that stuff daily is amazing and it fills my day with joy, so I'd appreciate that. And like this video if you like it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!